All right, all right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game. This game between Sonic and Edo boys, taking place here on Tide Hunters. Sonic spawning as the blue night elf on the top left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Edo boy spawning as the yellow undead on the bottom right. Let's go ahead and jump to that 2-minute mark of the game here on Tide Hunters. Tide Hunters, one of those maps with plenty of gold mines, and Edo boy opening things up with a Lich first here. Meanwhile, Altar of Elders is delayed, meaning that it will be a Tavern Hero. Interesting openings. Tide Hunters, as I always say, thematically, it always reminds me of Turtle Rock, except for this time the turtle is swimming. Here's the head, here is like the body, and here's the legs. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Does it look like a turtle? Does it not? Anyways, Fire Lord out as that primary unit, and the Fire Lord somehow walking through the water to perhaps try and engage and fight against these sea turtles and other units. Lich, however, is going to be off over here. What is happening? There is a Wisp. The Wisp is purposely trying to hide away. And what is going to go down? They're going to be pulling back the other way again and trying to use that high ground. Ghouls are going to be coming back around. Archers may be trying to put in a little bit of pressure. And there is a little bit of auto attack damage onto these units here. All right, the Lava Spawn wants to get in those attacks so that it can, in fact, get in a split. Fire Lord is also a very mana-intensive hero. We're looking at Sonic also having a lot more archers than normal and at this point in the stage in the game, because he went for that Ancient of War first. Now, a little bit of damage, or that delayed Altar of Elders. Now, skeletal minions are out. Archers are going to be able to do a little bit of pummeling, and both sides are actually fighting very aggressively here early on. There is still that sea turtle off to the side here. We're going to see the units try and engage, and this is a very micro-intensive battle here as the lava spawns want to get in those attacks. Meanwhile, the Fire Lord is purposely retreating all the way back there, and we're going to see that the Fire Lord is going to retreat back here. There is going to be a split on the lava spawn right as time is about to run out, and now that's going to give him a new bout on life. Both sides continuing to attack there, and wow, beautifully done, and no dust of appearance. One lava spawn, however, not getting controlled since it was the split, and now they're going to try and engage once more. All right, Fire Lord went back home, drank some Moonwell juice, is okay. Archer's off over here, going to be in a little bit of trouble. Is it going to get taken down? And no, it is not. Meanwhile, lava spawns are continuing to put in a little bit of pressure here. Fire Lord does have a little bit of experience, but not very much, as we're going to see, well, more poking going across here. All right, damage still racking up onto these units. The Lich may be able to try to get in some damage as well, as the lava spawn once more trying to split up again. There's a little bit more damage. Fire Lord down to 140 or up to 149 mana. Should be able to summon up another lava spawn here and put pressure down. Is he going to summon up another one? That is the question. That is a very expensive ability, as this lava spawn now going to split. And well, as they split, is just going to do a little bit of scouting, perhaps do a little bit of poking going across here. Now, the time life on these lava spawns are incredibly short. And are they just going to get in some damage here? Just trying to rack up damage onto that Lich. This lava spawn is going to end up getting taken down. And now, how about this lava spawn here? Just trying to add in a little bit more damage, timed life, and it will turn into nothing. Back across, off to the north, Sonic is using plenty of archers and lava spawns here. Fire Lord down to 38 mana, so this is a fresh lava spawn, and it is going to be splitting once more. Fire Lord wants to get to level 2 and does get there, continuing to creep out more and more. All right. Fire Lord looking to back away here. A little bit of damage being absorbed by that lava spawn. A giant sea turtle will get taken down. Fire Lord retreating back. Lich finally getting to level 2 after all this time, using a ritual dagger to try and heal. Now, we do see an Ancient of War down here, and well, that's actually a very forward position. You can see there's also an illusion, as we're going to be going after more of these giant sea turtles again. All right, another lava spawn split once more. That is going to help out. There's a Ring of Superiority. Are we going to try and clear out some more creep camps, perhaps get to level 3 on this Fire Lord? That is the question here, as that lava spawn time is falling. Now, Lich opting to try and clear out this 3 o'clock spot. There's a Fire Lord ready to put in pressure. There's another Fire Lord. They're going to be dropping in some damage here, and now, well, forcing a cancellation. There's a Breath of Fire blowing things over, taking out one of those units, and still more pressure being thrown down. All right, Fire Lord He's going to be able to get some more damage onto that ghoul. No, he is not. Going to finish off some of these, units here. Firelord getting in some big explosions. And with that, I believe, is it Incinerate or Soul? I think it's Incinerate. Firelord abilities, you gotta, well, not nearly as common. We can see a couple of Enraged Elementals are here as well. They're going to be some damage. Panda going to try and engage. No, well, it is Breath of Fire instead of Drunken Haze. That guy's going to be, no, is he going to explode? No, he is not. As we now see level 3 onto the Firelord. It's going to be level 2 lava spawns as the Panda does pick up a potion of greater healing. All right, Firelord purposely backing away, allowing the Brewmaster to gain a lot more experience. And the Brewmaster, however, down to 220 hit points, will get to level 2 as the Death Knight. Oh, what is this? Sonik building an Ancient of Wonders right next to this 3 o'clock expansion location, just to keep an eye and keep tabs on this expo. All right. Meanwhile, Panda continuing to creep alongside these lava spawns. Lava spawn once more going to split again. They're going to heal up, and now there's going to be, well, instead of 2 lava spawns, 4 of them out here ready to go. Nightcrawler going to get finished off as well. Tome of Intelligence +2. Is it going to get picked up? That is the next question here as we go off to the 12 o'clock spot. Meanwhile, Firelord is actually invisible, causing a little bit of troubles. Is he going to try and take the last hit here? Let's take a look. Or is he going to get the last hit and that item? Oh, no, he doesn't get the last hit, but he does get the item, that Ankh of Reincarnation. Lich gets up to level 3. Panda now being forced to retreat back. I believe there's still a Tome of Intelligence down there as the Panda now clears up these units off to the north. All right, Firelord backing away. Potion of Invulnerability coupled with all of these other items, that should be very strong. We are now going into, well, Druids of the Claw. So we saw the adept training already done, and also getting some abolished magic. Fire or lava spawn now cleaning up the remainder of these units. Ancient of War also joining in on the fight. On the southern side, Obsidian Statues, Death Knight Lich looking to clear out this gargantuan sea turtle creep camp, as the Ancient of Wonders actually beat down that Acolyte back across there. All right. Another Ring of Superiority, that's going to be picked up by the Panda, and now more creeping underway. Level 3, Ancient of War, going to be acting as that tank. The Null Assassin never switching targets, as the Ancient of War, well, cannot get poisoned. Therefore, the Null Assassin doesn't try to attack everything all as well. Null Warden's getting a purge onto the lava spawns, but not enough to really take them down, as the Panda does have a Staff of Preservation. Firelord pulling back the gargantuan sea turtle creep camp here, and we're going to be looking at a little bit of slow damage as that gargantuan sea turtle tries to back away. A little bit of damage over time, continuing to poke again and again, using a little bit of that range once more. Giant sea turtle going to end up cleaned up once more. Gargantuan Sea Turtle taking quite a bit of damage here and really using that range effectively against the WarCraft 3 AI. Potion of Greater Healing going to get picked up here, and the Giant Sea Turtle will fall. Off to the north, you see the Gargoyles. One Gargoyle, Dual Obsidian Statue, level 3 Lich, level 2 Death Knight, and now a level 1 Naga Sea Witch joining in on the fight here. All right, in comes that pressure. All of these Wisps, are they going to try to retreat back? They are, as the Ghouls are going to be coming across here. All right, Firelord is in position. We see Priestess of the Moon out now, so this is a true, true ranged heroes, True Shot Aura, and a bunch of ranged units here. We are looking at Druids of the Claw, perhaps going to get added in, but a lot of damage. There's a Breath of Fire and Drunken Haze. That is a lot of damage as the Obsidian Statues are trying to recover there. There's a little bit of damage pushing back again. All right, the Panda could perhaps get another Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire across here, as Ziggurats are trying to be summoned here as well. All right, some more damage over time. More Ghouls are going to get cleaned up once more, as the Death Knight now could be in a little bit of trouble. All right, trying to escape away. Is there enough? No, not enough for a Breath of Fire. Needs a little bit more. Could Breath of Fire, is it going to be enough there, as the Orb of Venom on the Brewmaster gives him range bonus attack as well? Well, I believe he does not actually... This was always a question that I wanted to know. If the Brewmaster is attacking air with an Orb of Venom, does True Shot Aura apply to the Brewmaster? Because it technically is a ranged attack. Yeah, I'm sure there's some WarCraft 3 sites out there that I could probably verify it. You know, if I really cared to know. Anyways, come back around. A Null Warden, Null Brute, that's going to get taken down easily. We're looking at some Dryads going to pull some aggro here. Level 4, level 3, nearly level 2 on that Priestess of the Moon, clearing things up. There's level 2. Is going to go for Searing Arrows. No, Owl Scout, as most likely Sonic is going to be picking up an Orb of Venom also onto this Priestess of the Moon. Meanwhile, engaging here, that could be a problem. Both sides fighting. Priestess of the Moon, well, a little bit of exposed. Dryads getting taken out quickly as we're looking at Boots of Quelt the Lost. That's going to be picked up by the Priestess of the Moon. Now with +9 damage because of True Shot Aura and also that Boots of Quelt the Lost giving plenty of bonus damage. So upwards of 41 ranged attack damage on that Priestess of the Moon even. And, well, I gotta believe an Orb of Venom could be thrown on there as well. A little bit more range damage. There's some Owl Scouts keeping track of everything. There, are we going to see a Staff of Preservation? That, well, Druid of the Claw, yes, Staff of Preservation for the save. And investing so much time to deal damage to a single target only to see, well, that unit wistfully, safely back home in a moment's notice. All right, coming back across here, Skeletal Minion scouts out that Tree of Life. Ancient of Wonder still scouting at that 3 o'clock spot. A Druid of the Claw gets taken out. Staff of Preservation cooldown and not that quick, as that Druid of the Claw did need to retreat back. All right, there's a little bit of damage over time, and that is up good and get the overlay in a time there. All right, gonna go ahead and rejuvenate himself, regenerate those hit points, and then get back onto the battlefield. We are looking at an entangling of the gold mine by Sonic. Edo Boy sitting at 56 supply compared to Sonic's 56 as well. Both sides are neck and neck. Just higher damage output slightly because of True Shot Aura by the Priestess of the Moon. All right, Druid of the Claw back in that Druid, or that fighting form, that bear form. Meanwhile, Destroyers devour magic and, well, should be able to get quite a bit of damage done. Abomination. So Edo has a very strong army composition. Level 3, nearly level 2 on that Naga Sea Witch. And now Sonic is really trying to play the economic game. We see Roar has been cast across all of these units down here. So the Priestess of the Moon even dealing, well, nearly double damage, +22 compared to the base damage now. But you got to be careful with that Roar, as the Destroyers are just going to devour it, regenerate hit points, have mana to get splash damage in onto those bears, and deal bonus damage to those bears too. 68 supply compared to 61. Where are these units going to go? Trying to hold off, trying to hold the Expo here. 4 out of 5 Wisps in that gold mine, as we're going to see an engagement. All right, Destroyer is going to go straight after those units. One Druid of the Claw. You can see how much damage already absorbed there. Meanwhile, fighting back the other way, there's a little bit of burst damage as well. This Abomination taking quite a bit, gets a death blow to stay alive. Frost Nova onto the archers, both sides. There's another Breath of Fire as the Destroyers make it into a little bit of trouble. Destroyer down to 257 hit points, trying to back away. And, well, Slow Poison, a Crypt Fiend could get taken down as well. Both sides continuing the fight here as we see a Breath of Fire go after the Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch able to escape away at 8 hit points as the Fire Lord is unable to catch up and get the necessary damage. Naga Sea Witch right there. More, well, Slow Poison, Crypt Fiend about to get taken down. Death Coil just in time to just force a little bit more chasing again. The Death Knight may try to go for another Death Coil again. No, that, I believe, was a Dark Ritual to deny that experience. Sonic sitting at 70 supply compared to Edo Boy's 55. Economically speaking, much better for Sonic as well, since he is mining off of this gold mine here, as the main gold mines have 7 minutes of mining left. Sonic perhaps going to back up, try and get a larger supply advantage, get into the mid-70s. Needs to build an additional Moonwell to do exactly that. Also, strange that there isn't that Moonwell blessing to fill up faster, and also, well, yeah, fill up faster and at the same time have larger capacity. So that's really what you should be looking for here, having larger capacity, and in order to, well, just in order to be able to recharge your army quickly. Meanwhile, Staff of Preservation still only on the Panda. I don't see a Staff of Preservation on any of the other two heroes. Priestess of the Moon, also with the Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3 to try and make sure that she doesn't get blasted. That extra 75 hit points does go a long way. Priestess of the Moon does have that, well, does have the Orb of Venom as well. Firelord not taking the Orb of Venom as, well, he wants to use that auto attack ability. All right, are we going to go into an engagement here? There's a Roar. Archers do not have any range upgrades. Dryads do not have any range upgrades. And we're looking at perhaps clearing out this Granite Golem creep camp. Well, Quick Wisp going to get cleaned up down on the south side, which gives the green light to clear out this red creep camp off on the top right. Panda, Firelord, Priestess of the Moon, going to clear this up as quickly as possible and perhaps use a Scroll of Town Portal to head back out here. And we're going to see a Tome of Knowledge and Cloak of Flames be dropped. Panda picking up a beautiful item to be amongst all of those units. Are we going to see a Scroll of Town Portal? Yes, we are. And that's exactly the timing that we wanted to see here as the Owl Scout is still keeping track. Are we going to see a Devour Magic? Yep, there's a Devour Magic gaining a little bit more and now poking down that Lich. Lich is suffering from some slow poison. Death Coil most likely will be inbound on that Lich to try to save if it takes too much damage. No, doesn't worry. Sonik now sitting at 80 over 80 supply with, well, had just about 1,200 gold. Now, I guess perhaps trying to get in some upgrades. I don't know where he spent the money. I could have sworn he had 1,200 gold, and then where did he spend money? Oh, Moonwells. All right, Moonwells down on the south. So currently sitting at 80 over 80 supply, and now still building up more Moonwells, and also got that Wellspring upgrade to be able to come back and fight in these battles. No Nature's Blessing, however, from the Tree of Eternity, and both sides are getting ready to fight. Do we see? No, still no Haunting of a Gold Mine. So Edo Boy staying on one base after all this time. 14 gold a second compared to 7. And Sonik, well, needs to figure out how to translate all of his economic advantage into an actual battlefield advantage. These archers are, well, simply taking a lot of damage right now. And then the obsidian statues are just replenishing the mana. There's a little bit of damage. What is that Brewmaster doing? Actually diving in a bit too far. That's not a good spot to be in. There's a Potion of Greater Healing. Now going to turn back around. There's a Breath of Fire. And now that Brewmaster really ventured forth into a position that he had no reason to be there. Sonik going to lose another lava spawn, and that's just going to continue to feed experience as we're now looking at the expo by Undead. 82 supply over 100. We're now looking at 8 gold a second compared to 7 gold a second. And well, not that big of an army size, or without really giving that much larger of an army size advantage. Also low on lumber. Sonik sitting at 20 lumber here, but is now sitting at 20. Well, he's going to try and buy some more items in order to make up for it. Is there an Ancient of Wonders? Yeah, all the way back across over there. And still, well, we're still seeing some relatively low-level heroes. Level 2 Naga Sea Witch and a level 2 Priestess of the Moon. All right, they're trying to find the perfect opportunity to engage here. Dryads, well, obviously a better dealing with the destroyers, and also being magic immune, but take additional damage from those Crypt Fiends. Also, well, what's going to go down here? Both sides need to fight. The destroyers are just doing a little bit of a dance back and forth, and now Sonic's Expo is actually exposed. Are they going to try and engage here? 568 over 80 supply compared to 92 over 100. There's a Scroll of Town Portal to try and save, and the units are going to land right there, and there is going to be an engagement. Now, there's some Frost Novas going down on that tightly packed group of units, and the Abomination, well, does get a Death Glow to try and save again. That's going to, well, heal up quite a bit of hit points as that Abomination takes some damage over time and still gets another Death Coil once more. So 800 hit points, well, quickly healed or more as that Abomination simply walks back. All right, Druid of the Claw, gonna perhaps try and take down this Acolyte here. We're looking at a couple of Destroyers, gonna make short work of that Druid of the Claw. 20 supply worth of well, anti-heavy armored units, and that Druid of the Claw will get taken out. Meanwhile, Dryads are now making their way over. Hippogriffs are here. There goes the Druid of the Claw. Acolyte now back across here. Hippogriff taking a little bit of piercing damage from that Nerubian tower and going to try and shut down this expansion before it really gets going. 94 supply over 100 compared to 70 over 80. Edo Boy not committing to a fight just quite yet, hoping that Sonik makes a mistake somewhere. Even because, well, Sonik has the larger army. All right, there is a big Frost Nova across multiple units. Fork Lightning followed up, but the Fork Lightning only level 2, unable to finish off those magic-resistant archers. Well, Abominations absorbing quite a bit of damage, but one falling here as the Abomination gets well, sacrificed at the last possible moment to deny experience. That is still incredibly important. You do not want to give the Brewmaster level 5, giving a 50% damage increase on that Breath of Fire would be huge at this stage in the game. 92 supply compared to 62, 57 supply army compared to 77. As we see a couple of rejuvenations go down onto some of the archers in the backfield. All right, Druid of the Claw getting cleaned up in the back there. There's a web as well. Damage. Naga Sea Witch going to be in a lot of trouble. Breath of Fire, and now Naga Sea Witch falls at level 2. Now Firelord continuing to put in pressure. Panda perhaps going to try and get another Breath of Fire across all of these units. There's another web down there as the Panda is just trying to get into position. All these units are going to be backed up again, and without a way of, well, forcing units to stay still, such as web or stun, you're gonna see a very difficult time there. A little bit of an overkill on that Hippogriff. 88 supply compared to 62, as we're now haunting the gold mine off on the southern side. All right. Wisp now making their way over. Tree of Eternity does have Nature's Blessing, going to try to hold that north position as well. 90 supply compared to 65, 4 gold a second compared to 7 gold a second, as this haunted gold mine nearing completion. All right, couple of items here, still no upgrades. Sonik sitting at 90 over 100 supply without actually getting any upgrades off of this Hunter's Hall. That actually surprises me the most. Not, the amount of gold lost to upkeep without ever trying to go into upgrades, right? Upgrades for the Druids of the Claw, the Dryads, the Hippogriffs, that could have made a very big impact overall. Priestess of the Moon now has level 2 True Shot aura, so that's going to be even further a damage bonus. You can even add in Roar again, and that would be nearly a 50% damage boost once more. Army is going to try and engage. There goes a lone Wisp out on the battlefield. Death Knight sitting at level 3. There's going to be a Death Coil onto an Archer. That Archer, however, well, surviving because of that magic resistance. Lich going to get a Frost Nova collateral damage onto the Fire Lord, but killing an Archer who was standing just a bit too close. All right, so Edo Boy just slowly picking apart this army, trying to gain more experience. Level 3 on the Naga Sea, which would open up level 2 Fork Lightning, which would mean even more damage. Lich now trying to engage. There's a lot of damage. Hippogriff now trying to push back across here. Sonic's Druid of the Claw gets taken down as the Panda and, well, all of the other units off on the other side here. Firelord could have tried to save. We're going to see another engagement here. More webbing down again as the Hippogriffs are just getting cleaned up. Hippogriff Riders, there's a Scroll of Healing used once more. Death Coil to save the Lich, and now the Hippogriff now going to get cleaned up. 83 supply compared to 67. There goes an Abomination as the Panda now still trying to chase after all of this here. Are we going to see a Drunken Haze Breath of Fire? No, we do not. There's a Dark Ritual again as the Lich could turn back around. Panda does not have Boots of Speed and really just wants to get a little bit more experience to get to level 5. 83 supply compared to 63. Entangling of that gold mine is now done. Sonik should really dump in some Wisps into that gold mine now. Has plenty of lumber. Now going to do that. Near full saturation. Needs one more Wisp there. All right. Scouting this position out. This position on the southern side, Edo Boy has been mining from pretty consistently. This expansion by Sonik, only 6 minutes of mining left. And will Sonik be able to hold on to the game? He's had the economic lead throughout. 4-3-3 going up against 4 4-3. As the Brewmaster is just trying to get to level 5. Druids of the Talon in their crow form. Very strong range here. The Crypt Fiends now going to try and engage. There goes a Frost Nova down. That's going to be a lot of damage. There's a Death Coil there. Crypt Fiends, are they going to, yes, be able to web down these Druids of the Talon, and they're going to get cleaned up pretty fast as well. They're trying to attack back and able to attack back up into the air. And still, what's going to happen? Those Druids of the Talon, very low on hit points. They're going to take a lot of damage. Level 4 now on the Death Knight. Panda gets up to level 5. We're going to see 1 and 2 deaths right there as the level 5 now on the Lich. There's a Breath of Fire blowing things over again. The Obsidian Statue taking quite a bit of damage as the Panda trying to close out that distance. Was it going to get close enough? I thought that Panda was just going to continue to chase, get a final Breath of Fire on that Obsidian Statue, and that would have been a huge, huge portion to try and, well, stop the Destroyers, stop all of that absorb mana play. 2 full Obsidian Statues, 1, well, nearly dead Obsidian Statue, but it is now regenerating health because of that Unholy Aura on that Death Knight. Coming back through. All right, a little bit of healing. Fire Lord, Brewmaster putting in pressure. Fire Lord does not want to be summoning up lava spawns as there is just too many Destroyers up in the skies right now. And Sonik only mining with 4 out of 5 wisps there. Full saturation on the southern side. And still getting about 7 gold a second. Yeah, about 7 gold a second since it isn't at full mining. All right, coming back through. Lich going to get in a big Frost Nova across that tightly grouped units. Archers quickly getting taken down. And that's what happens once the Lich gets to level 5. That AoE damage is just so powerful. Lich now trying to back away. Druids of the Talon trying to make their way back over. Lich, is it going to Frost Nova that flock of crows? I guess Druid of the, I guess crow form, so it would be a murder of crows as they're now making their way back once more. All right, southern position. Druid of the Claw finding this expansion on the southern side here. Going to try and clean it up, force a fight, and now turn back around. All right, there's going to be a little bit of an engagement. Druid of the Claw trying to chase on in. Lich going to get in auto attack damage. Negative armor once more, and the Dryads are just going to push through. All right, Edo Boy losing some incredibly important mining operations. And now we're looking at 67 supply compared to 80. Down goes the Nerubian Tower. Still more pressure. Are we going to see some more web here? Crow form looking to push back. That is a lot of Destroyers, meaning that those bears are not going to last very long. Fork Lightning, level 2 variety coupled with Frost Nova taking down those Druids of the Talon quickly. And now 58 supply compared to 64. Sonik suddenly losing the supply lead. Naga Sea Witch trying to retreat back. Panda trying to go after that Naga Sea Witch. There's a Breath of Fire, blows it over. And now the Panda now continuing to engage again. Okay, there's a Frost Nova, Potion of Invulnerability. No. Scroll of Town Portal used here. No reason to continue to fight. Panda is going to get a Breath of Fire off. No, it isn't. But 48 supply compared to 64. Edo Boy, well, exchanging and trading more efficiently, but Sonik now with still 2 operational gold mines, at least for now. Sonik getting 20 gold a second compared to Edo Boy's 7, so nearly 3 times as much. Well, now 14 gold a second compared to 7, so twice as much here. We're going to see all of these Moonwells perhaps get drained out. Dryads getting trained up, more Druids of the Talon as well getting added in. All right, Tree of Life. Sonik is just trying to take bases all over the place. Acolyte for Edo Boy trying to re-haunt or re-mine from that location as the Destroyers going after this Tree of Eternity. All right, Crypt Fiends, Lich, Destroyers not going to be able to quickly take down this building, but it doesn't look like Sonic's army is ready to quite defend it yet. 42 supply army compared to 59, and as Edo Boy only has 3 workers right now, and they're slowly making their way over to that position. All right, low hit point Destroyer also up in the air there, so not everyone is fighting. Lich could get off a big Frost Nova if the Wisp try to come over to repair. Firelord now trying to make its way back over. There's going to be a little bit of damage, and, well, the units are just doing a little bit of a dance back and forth. All right, is Sonik gonna... Well, Sonik really needs to find a way to repair this Tree of Eternity. There's a Death Coil finishing off one there. Firelord needs to get in position. There's some rejuvenation again, but it feels like Sonik knows that he's going to be in a better spot right now. Ancient of War actually making the trek down to the south to try and stop more of the mining here, and just trying to hold this position, just a positional advantage. Panda could Breath of Fire, since he is maxed out on mana, but decides not to. All right, we're looking at more damage, just trying to stop the mining here by Edo Boy. You can see that the Destroyer is going to be able to deal quite a bit of damage to that Ancient of War just because of the armor type. Even if there is some regeneration on that Ancient of War as he's trying to take down more buildings here. Tree of Eternity going after this Entangled Gold Mine. Dryads trying to get into position here. 81 supply compared to 67 as more damage over time. Destroyer trying to back away. Destroyers, well, not able to hide on the tree line since the crows are there to provide sight. All right, Crow form now down. And what is happening here? Haunted Gold Mine ends up falling. Hippogriff is in position, and Edo Boy unable to hold as Sonic is just saying all your bases are belong to me. Tree of Life now gonna go ahead, walk around the corner here, perhaps try and entangle there. This Tree of Eternity is suffering quite a bit of damage. 57 supply compared to 81. Sonic is just winning this game simply by mining out his opponent. The resource score difference is going to be absolutely huge between these two armies, as we're looking at some repairs now underway already. All right, Hippogriff Rider backing up here. We're going to be looking at the Tree of Life making its way down to the south. Sonic, well, taking a play out of Moon's playbook, saying there hasn't been a gold mine that I haven't tried to mine from yet. All right, coming back across here, getting ready to engage. That Entangled Gold Mine is now done. There's some Dark Ritual, and Edo Boy, well, looks like he's not going to be able to hang on to this. Tree of Life here should start entangling that gold mine in just a moment. And there's just a little bit of separation overall. 14 workers. Death Coil coming back across here. Full saturation there. Wisp mining here. Druids of the Talon making their walk across the map. And yeah, Edo Boy, well, Sonic is just saying, you know what? If you want to win, you need to come to me. I'm going to make you make a mistake. I have all of the bases. I'm getting all of the gold. And it's the longer you wait, the more painful it's going to be for you. 34 minutes into this game, or at least, or 33, depending on which clock you're looking at. There goes a Frost Nova down again, and now both sides are fighting once more. There goes an Entangle onto the Druid of the Talon, as the Druids of the Talon are trying to go after these units. Panda, there's a Breath of Fire, but a Death Coil saves right there, continuing the fight once through. Panda perhaps going to get a Breath of Fire, finish off that unit. No, another big Death Coil, level 3 Death Coil, 600 hit point heals on this 550 hit point unit as the Destroyer now trying to back away. Are we going to see another Death Coil? Yeah, that's 1,800 hit points just constantly getting healed here over and over. Meanwhile, Sonic should be trying to, mine from that gold mine as well. 77 supply. Are we waiting for those wisps? Come on, go inside. There's another Breath of Fire. Panda getting some damage onto those obsidian statues, and now damage onto obsidian statues cannot be burst healed easily. Panda, however, could be in trouble. Panda falls at level 5, level 6 now on the Lich, and Brewmaster falls at level 5. True Shot or Priestess of the Moon gets up to level 4 amongst all this. Lich is now at level 6 here, does have access to Death and Decay. And Sonic, is he going to try and resurrect the Panda? All right, come on, Sonic, move. You have the gold mine entangled. You're going to be fine. 69 over 100. Both sides engaging. We could be looking at Destroyers. Look at all of these low hit point obsidian statues. There's some now more Devour Magic. Obsidian statues are trying to hide in the back here. As they know that is perhaps one of the more vulnerable spots to be in. Continuing to fight here, we're going to see some slow poison onto that Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiend going to end up getting taken down. There is a deny right there. Dark Ritual as the Druid of the Talon now trying to go after more units. 43 supply compared to 66. No one mining at this gold mine either, as the Dryads are just continuing to poke apart all of these units again and again. Sight up onto high ground here. That Crow, what is going to happen? More damage pushing on through. Naga Sea Witch falls at level 4. And now the Death Knight could be next. However, the Fire Lord does have an Ankh of Reincarnation and is currently invulnerable. both sides still fighting. Death Knight falls at level 5, and that will be the game. Yeah, simply never really mined from here by Sonik. Never started to mine a little bit from here. And yeah, this game truly more about taking position on the map. Look at the resource score. Mined 6,000 more gold, and on top of that, lost 6,000 more gold to upkeep, nearly doubling Edo Boy's overall gold mined. Let me know what you guys thought about this game in the comments below and how Edo Boy could have recovered. Thanks for watching.